Hello, this is Sandy and Aaron again with GuildPortal.
Hello.
What we're going to do is show you how to customize your widgets. The last two videos were on
Well, not the widgets, the boxes.
yeah, the
widget
boxes, the boxes around the widgets, the widget containers. Last videos we covered were the banner builder and then the nav bar, the navigation styles, and now we're going to make these widgets look like these two in the background, which I changed in between videos.
So,
Okay, I'm going to go to the control panel and then style tools, and it's content boxes with widgets in parentheses. You can specify border properties, header properties, the body, grids, lists. You got a real-time preview here with a little broken icon image that I will be fixing shortly. That's because of a new feature we had added recently where you can just specify an icon that'll show up in the top left-hand corner everywhere. Up in the border properties we've got here, you can set the border color, and we're going to go ahead and make that the same color that we're going to make the top part of our widget's gradient, which is, I believe, this. Alright, and we're not going to set drop shadows.
notice it's not supported by IE Internet Explorer.
That's right, it's not.
Yeah.
And you can also just hide borders on widgets depending on where they show up. So left, right, or center of your site, you can hide them completely. So you can get that blog type feel if you want for your site by having, say, the right side with no borders on the content. They'll just have bolded titles and then the content will show up. And then the header area right here, which I should call the widget header area because that's what it says over here. You can set the padding. So if you've got your own custom, it's how much space is given. It kind of, well, it pads it. So if you've got a background image that you supply and it's not generated by us, and it's about 30 pixels high, you're gonna, or I mean 40 pixels high, you're gonna have to adjust the padding and make it higher until it's just right.
Or if I don't want like the words right in the middle, or
no, they're gonna. I mean, well, yeah,
well,
they might show
moving,
off.
so, okay.
Yeah, see, when you change the setting using the spinner here, it'll show you up in real time. And the background color is there, but that will only show up if you don't have a background image specified. If you have a background image specified on anything, it'll show up on top of any background color that you have.
So image overrides color.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're going to set a background image. The thing about here is the color selectors are a little bit different from the other areas of the site. We are going to be changing that so that these are moved to the new ones.
The ones you saw earlier.
The ones you saw earlier in the other videos. But for now, I'm going to put in the actual, instead of trying to find the right color, I'm going to put in the actual HTML color code, which, you know, most people probably won't be doing.
Right. For the next one, can I just wait before I do that? I mean, they could have just gone.
They
here
could have.
And they would have put the color in. Okay.
Yeah, they could have.
Point and click on the wheel, circle, thingamajigger.
Yeah.
Oh, look, lip gloss again.
It's not, yeah.
Okay, I'll get that out of my book.
So you can set glossy or not. So there's the glossy one, then we'll update the preview. Non-glossy.
Height? Does that make it bigger or
Yep,
smaller?
you can set the height, and then you would, if you make it higher, you want to adjust the padding, remember.
Yeah.
And then, so once we're done, and then you see the preview here, updated. And like I said, you can specify an icon. It would show up there. And text color for the widget header, we'll leave it at white.
Just poke on it so they can see.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just your color picker. And these color pickers that show up, you can specify the hex color if you know it. Like if you use Photoshop and you have specific color you want, you can specify it here. If for some reason the color picker we use, you can't do it here, but you can do it here. It's great.
Since we're there, what's HSB and HSV?
It's just different colors.
Just
different pickers.
Just okay.
Different ways of picking.
All right. It was there.
Yep.
We'll notice we're back in tabs instead of wizards, but go ahead.
Yes. Yes, because wizards are bad. The main box body area, you can set a background color for it. So let's set it to something horrifying. And then, wait, what did I have it as? I think it was like...
Well, it's right there. It was white.
It wasn't completely white, I didn't think, but okay. You can set a background image. You can have a gradient moving from one color to another. And...
But it overwrites what you just did if you did that.
Well, it depends. If I have like a height of 200, I'll demonstrate. Let's do a height of 45, and we'll start with red going down to black. Let's update the preview. That's not red going down to black. That's black going down to black. And then take glossy off. Let's say we do that. And then we don't want to tile, we want it to do it horizontally. And then I change my back, because you see I have a background color of white still showing up.
Yeah.
I change my background color to black, which is the bottom of the gradient, and then I'm good to go. Except these, which I would edit later.
That's in the other.
Yeah. But let me get rid of that, because
Yeah,
I didn't
like
really
that.
want to do that. I mean, you can do some pretty neat things using that, but we're not gonna. Grids, these are... the even rows, odd rows, and hover rows, and you can
So
make them.
forums,
Yeah.
calendar.
Well, pretty much anywhere you've got a grid, anywhere like a
they
table.
Did lists,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the hover rows you can set, and grid borders you can enable those or not, and
There are no borders in space.
yeah, I saw that in something recently. Yes. And then just plain lists that aren't grids, like you'll see our service updates, content type, and the events listing, where it's a kind of a straight list that doesn't have any kind of table cells or anything like that. They'll have little dotted separators underneath them, but separating the items, and you can disable that. And let's see, let's go ahead and save these changes.
Show us on the site.
And there you go.
There we go.
And I think we're done with the widget customization video.
Yeah, very cool.
All right. Thank you for choosing GuildPortal as your guild's home on the web. And
Thanks.
That's it. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm back real quick. Wanted to mention a couple other things we did forget. In the control panel, there are two other ways to customize your your widgets. One is with custom HTML and script. You can supply your own full HTML as long as you include the required elements. You just put those in there. Different video for that one, obviously. We'll have, and that will completely replace the output that the site sends your users when it's sending out the widgets. And again, you can do it completely differently for each different widget, not each different widget, but depending on the sides. And then also underneath style tools we have box borders, and this is kind of the older way of doing it, but we've got a couple of samples in there. Yeah.
So you could put your own little image so that you could make if you were into Photoshop or something like that, so that you could make a border that looked like that.
Yeah, hopefully better than that.
Well, we have a lot of people.
Here we go. That's one that doesn't look so bad.
Actually, you should apply that to look good on that site.
Yeah, let's give that a shot.
So you had to scroll down to hit save.
And we'll go back here and see what those look like. Okay, other than the white text, not bad.
Well, you're just showing them the other way.
Right. But we would want to change the text color. Now, even though this is set here, we have our own custom HTML box or our own custom box border images. There we go.
Oh, that's cool.
That does look pretty good. So yeah, there are 3 different ways to set the
And I think
the widget
probably the
style.
point and click would be the easiest.
Yeah.
If you were an artist, this would be the second easiest.
graphic artist. Yeah.
And since I don't even know HTML, I couldn't even do it the last way. So 3 ways: easy, little harder,
And
Another language.
yeah. All right. Thanks again.